Hello, welcome to the George Scaife LFC channel. Some massive news. Isak has released a statement, albeit on Instagram stories. Very trendy and hip. I love it. This is probably the biggest breakthrough we've had in terms of news in the last couple of weeks, or probably since the whole thing's even started, because it's come from the guy himself, right? If you're watching this on a catch-up stream, I hope you're all well, guys. Leave a like if you enjoy. Let's just start the stream. It makes so much sense by reading out the bloody statement. And by the way, it's a very small graphic here. You have to zoom in probably. I'm going to load it in on a different tab just so I can actually see the thing. This is crazy, mate. Like, I've not seen much like this. Have you ever seen much like this in terms of one of the highest profile players in the whole league doing something like this on their own personal socials on a night, by the way, where it's the PFA, is it the Premier League Team of the Season award thing? By the way, guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, get into the YouTube stream. We're live right now, George Scaife LFC. Let's read this goddamn thing. Arnie's in here. Boom is in here. Neve's in here. T Dice, I can't say that, sorry, is in here. Dylan, Rodri. Let's get on with this statement, right? Read along with me now. There's 50 of you in here, guys. Everyone leave a like right now. If you're hyped, if you think Isak's going to sign for us, leave a goddamn like. George Scaife LFC, guys, get into the stream. We're going to read it out right now. I'm proud. This is from Alexander Isak. What the hell? 3 minutes ago on Instagram stories. Classy, I love it. I'm proud to be recognised by my fellow professionals with a place in the PFA Premier League Team of the Season for 24-25. First and foremost, I want to thank my teammates and everyone at Newcastle United who have supported me along the way. Get the tissues out, guys. I'm not at the ceremony tonight. With everything going on, I didn't think it was right to be there. Okay. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it does not reflect what was actually said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made, and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues aren't only emerging is misleading. This is interesting. When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is the best. I mean, listen to this, guys, and why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself, Alexander Isak. What the hell's going on, guys? If you're on the TikTok stream, get into the YouTube, George Scaife LFC. Come and have your say. I'm going to bring all the comments on the screen now. Neve, he's coming to us surely. I mean, George, does he sign now? That's from Clark. One of the members, new members, is it Jahum? Have I said that right? Jahum, thank you for being a member, mate. Hopefully we sign him ASAP. Mate, me too. I agree. I hope as well. There's so much to take in tonight. We are going to, in a minute, go through kind of line by line of what he said. Let's dissect this like it's MNF, right? Monday Night Football. But I do think we kind of it's all we've got to go on, really. It's all we've got right now. Honton, one of the new members on the channel. It's inevitable. Mad says Taku. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, kind of breakthrough, the right word. It's not like a scientific discovery, is it? But it's a massive moment. It come from the guy, the horse's mouth himself, as the phrase goes. But it sounds the bloke. It's come from his actual. This is from him. This ain't from some crap source. This ain't from Ben Pratt Jacobs. An actual bloke, right? I'm also impressed he got it out before Fabrizio Romano had to actually, Fabrizio, I think, was a 5-minute delay behind this. How sad is that, by the way? But anyway, we'll move. Let's go through it line. Should we go through it line by line? Is that how we go through this? Guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, get into the YouTube. George Scaife LFC, come and show your support. Lewis Farrell with a 199, mate. Thank you very much. There's no way that that they can hold on to him now. Well, my main takeaway from that is, let me try and make it, can I make it bigger? Is that's the exact opposite effect? I can't have to do with that. My main takeaway is, if you think he's going back to Newcastle after that, I think you've got another thing coming. That was, and listen, by the way, I do not think Isak's in the right entirely. Neither do I think Newcastle are in the right entirely. It's been a big push and pull. I think they've both had lapses in, lapses in judgment, I think, at times. Both have been, certainly Isak's been misadvised, ill-advised, I think, at times, and it's a two-way street. The coin's got two sides. Just because Isak is going to be the guy coming to Liverpool, you'd hope, doesn't make me on his side. I actually really call out his actions in terms of going on strike. In terms of this, I don't particularly agree with this. I think it's such a rash and cavalier is not even the approach. This is extreme. When have you seen one of the most influential, best, biggest name players in the biggest league in the world do this? Go to their own social media, feel they have to correct everyone else, feel they have to correct all the nonsense out there already. And I mean, I go to some of these lines here. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. So, I assume he's referring to the media there. He's obviously not talking about any of his teammates already. How? He's definitely speaking about the media there, right? That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events. I'm reading a fourth paragraph down. So I assume he's talking about. I mean, I think we all know what he's talking about there. To be fair, honestly don't want him at Liverpool. Well, that's one argument for this, isn't it? It's like if he came to Liverpool, and obviously we're losing players to Real Madrid, it seems by the frigging hour. What if Real Madrid came knocking from Liverpool? Is he going to be the same at our place? Like you'd hope not, but it's not an ideal look. And again, as a Liverpool fan, I really appreciate him wanting to make this move happen. There is surely nothing nicer as a Liverpool fan. I like the principle of it, not the way he's gone about it, because I think it's been shocking. Guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, get into the YouTube stream. We're bringing comments up on screen. Come and have your say. You can literally get your thing on screen here. Look at this one's from Dylan. Gahey, listen, this says a lot about that Gahey signing now, I think, and I don't know, mate. It's been very quiet whilst this is very loud, so I think Isak is the absolute. Wow, I've been interrupted there by a $9.99 donation from Jack Christos, I believe that is. Do you think we signed both Gahey and Isak? Great time to be a Liverpool fan, mate. You're entirely right, and you're entirely very generous, mate. Thank you so much, Jack. That's unbelievable. I don't think we signed both. I didn't think we'd sign Isak until tonight, but this is a massive lead. I guess we've got. I feel like bloody Sherlock. For me, Gahey was the more nailed on one. I don't think you should read too much into Gahey maybe playing against Chelsea. For example, like Eze's off to Spurs. They've had the whole UEFA thing. They've got a lot on the plate, Palace, and this is probably the last of their worries. So hang fire with Gahey. I wouldn't panic just yet, but Jack, mate, that's very, very generous. Thank you very much. Guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, come into the YouTube stream, come and show your support, and come and have a look at this bloody statement, mate, because it's pretty nuts. Isak's done this before, so I'm not too clued up, to be honest, on Sociedad. I feel bad for Ekitike. Yeah, that's a very fair standpoint to have, I think, because Ekitike's done nothing wrong. And instead of us all celebrating Ekitike, 80 million, whatever it were, euros, whatever, we're still focusing on someone else. It's like Ekitike can never be, he just can't be that front man. He can't get there. He's done everything right. He had a good game against Palace. He was man of the match against Bournemouth. He scored, got an assist. He's had a perfect start, and he's still not the one being spoken about. That's a very fair comment, Billy, I think. No way we sign him. Why? Kev, let me know why. Let Isak stay where he is, Tom. So let me know, guys. Are you in the camp of like, this looks good or it doesn't look good? I don't think it looks good. Of course it doesn't. I think players should remain professional. I don't think an Instagram story is the most professional of media to come out in my opinion. But then again, what could he have done? I think because we're all Liverpool fans in here, like us lot, right? We all want this to be nice. We all want to get on Isak's side because we're going to get the player. However, I think the way he's handled it has been terrible. And I think the way Newcastle have as well has been poor. Neither of them are glistening. Neither of them have come out this in the clear at all. Like far from it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to read some of these comments in here. Do you think? No, I don't, mate. Come and get in the YouTube stream, guys. Come and have your say. This one's from Sam English. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. We don't need Isak as a Liverpool fan. I don't want it. Why, Sam? Let me know why your thoughts of that. You've seen in these tweets. I've not. I've literally jumped straight on here from seeing that statement. Shorty kid. Isak's one of the best strikers in the world. People not wanting him are crazy, and I don't understand it. I think it's so much. Maybe not so much what he's doing on the pitch. It's more so much off it in terms of this kind of thing. I think people are worried he's got this. This isn't even swagger. This is just. I don't even know what it is. People don't want to bring this to Liverpool, which I entirely get, by the way. I really do get, because if there's always a bigger stepping stone. Newcastle to Liverpool to, in the past, look at, I don't know, Trent, Real Madrid, right? Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So what if it came for Isak? What if Real Madrid move came then? Would Isak be treating us the same way as he's treating Newcastle? When you start to think of it like that, you're like, okay, maybe you've got a point there. I wouldn't read too much into it. Tommy with the 249. Is that euros? I believe euros. Mate, thank you very much. Seen Oasis on Sunday, mate, in Dublin. Oh, quality, mate. Did you, I assume you were stood up. I think most of it was stood up, wasn't it? Hope you enjoyed, mate. Did you go, was that the first night or second night? You have to let me know. Favourite song? Give me your favourite song, Tommy. What did you enjoy? This one's from Boken. Newcastle handled this equally as bad as Isak. I entirely agree. You've got to push and pull to make a fight, right? And I think both have. I think Isak's been I don't know if he's been ill-advised. I think when it was like he's going to go on strike, was that the best thing to say? And Isak's hoping he holds all the cards. But he entirely doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Like Newcastle. Don't matter. I was going to say something. No, don't matter. I feel Isak will disrupt the dressing room energy. I mean, I don't. We've got nothing to base that off really, apart from this, which I don't think is enough to base it off. To be honest with you, I think because he wants this move to happen so much, I think it'll be no problem. Again, from a Liverpool fan's perspective, this is a good thing for us, of course. But I just think from a football fan's perspective, from like, I'm a massive believer. I think everyone should be, and the club comes first, and everything is below that. This ain't that. He wants. He's he's trying to put New. I had to word it. He's trying to put Newcastle in a position where he he wants them to think that he has the cards when really he doesn't really, because they employ the guy. It's like, you're going on strike, yeah, but they're still paying your wages. They can choose to dock your wages. I think they should do, by the way. Just because he's maybe signing for us, don't mean I back what he's doing. I think there's a, both things can be true. I can want him to come. I can be excited for him to come, and I can also not agree with what he's doing here. And I like the sentiment of it, but the way he's going about it's been terrible for me. Jack, mate, unfortunately, I have not seen. You let me know what he said, mate. Guys, come and get into the YouTube stream. We're live on YouTube now most days. George Scaife LFC. We're actually thinking of doing, well, I say we, it's only me here, a live call-in show. If anyone's interested in doing that, that'll be once a week, and hopefully people can join my StreamYard call, and I can get people on here. So that should be a little upgrade for the stream. I can bring your comments up on screen, though, so come and have your say. I'm reading out this chat and not that one. Where do you think this leaves Rio and Chiesa in terms of game time? Is that if Isak signs? I don't think it'll have too big of a knock-on effect. Certainly not for Rio. Even Chiesa, like, neither are first choice, not even nearly. So, to be honest, mate, even if Isak signs or not, I don't think it'll matter. Another winger signing, just in case Isak deal falls through. Yeah, maybe a winger who could play up front would be nice. Do you think Isak becomes a red, mate? I would say yes, Michael. Let me know what you think in the comments, Michael. Hunton, one of the members on the channel, Gehi on a free next year. Leone will be good enough to cover. Yeah, Leone will be good enough to cover. However, we've not seen much from him. What I have seen has been very impressive. He's obviously very young. You don't want to rush him. You don't want to chuck him in at the deep end when he can't do a simple breaststroke. That's my concern with him. However, he looks a freaking unit, right? And he's achieved good things for an 18-year-old so far. Ashcroft was sensational, mate. Oh, quality. Yeah, he was amazing. I'm going to see him in Liverpool. I believe it's Liverpool soon. So glad you enjoyed that, mate. I've read that one. Reese, I hear them crying. Alex, chill out. He's not sad. Alex, come on, calm down. Bobby Dole, going from Darwin and Diaz to Isak and Ekitike is so refreshing for us. It is. I mean, I think we should talk about Ekitike, guys. What are your thoughts on that? If you're coming from the TikTok stream, say, I've come from the stream, and I'll read your comment out, guys. I think Ekitike, I spoke a bit about this before. I do feel really bad for him because he started so well. He's hardly put a foot wrong since joining Liverpool. Scored, assist, had a great assist, was it against Bilbao when he puts the cross and he beats the man for Salah. He started so well, yet no one's talking about him. Everyone's talking about Isak, a guy who's not even signed yet. A guy actually who plays in his position, a guy who's going to come in and take him out of the team. Yet no one's talking about the guy who's actually in the team doing really well. I feel that's really unfair, but at the same time, I don't blame anyone for doing that because Isak, this is a monumental transfer, right? Connor Cheel, is that how you say his surname? I've come from the TikTok stream. Nice one, mate. What do you think Isak has done this whole saga wrong? I just think the force in the move, I think it's been very aggressive. I mean, listen, we don't know the terms, the gentleman's agreement. I think he refers to that in here, something about promises or where is it? Something about that, promises. I've made that out. Yeah, when promises are broken and trust is lost. So we didn't know what's happened. I just think the forcing of the move in the way he has done isn't particularly gentlemanlike, I would say. And the club's always first. The club pay your wages. You cannot go on strike, in my opinion. Connor, what's he done wrong? Neve, he's been sarcastic. Neve felt so bad for Ekitike being the best player on the pitch in the last 2 games. I agree with that. You know, he's been overshadowed by a guy who's not even frigging joined the club yet. So this one's from Ollie Hines. Is that Hines? Ekitike off the left maybe seems too good not to be playing 60 minutes. Yes, I agree. I do think Gakpo is, as you say, Gakpo's quality. He's so underrated, Gakpo. And actually, I think we're fine off the left. A lot of people throwing in like Barcola and Fofana. It's like, well, really? I think we've got a great, aside from the right wing, which I'm not convinced Chiesa's entirely good enough yet, although he scored the other day and I like the guy. we've got a very good front six, in my opinion. Certainly, if we sign Isak, I mean, God, that's scary. You've got the opportunity of Ekitike filling in on the left. You've got Rio. You've got Gakpo. You've got, I mean, a midfielder could do a job in there if necessary, but I wouldn't do it. Brickboy97, one of the members on the channel. I hope you're well, mate. Do you think we'll have time to grab Gehi before the window ends? I do. I wouldn't be worried about the lack of a Gehi signing, or even the lack of interest, it seems, at the moment. Palace have a lot going on. The Eze to Tottenham deal looks pretty much done in the next few days. That's ramping up, certainly. I mean, they had a game the other day, right? They've just had another cup final. They've got the whole UEFA thing to go through. They've got a busy time over there, so I wouldn't worry too much so far with Gehi, but I think it'll get done. Ed Smith Films, so unfair for Ekitike. He needs to play every week, so unfair on the kid, but we've got an opportunity to sign an absolute baller. Yeah, and I think you've got to look at the bigger picture, right? We're not talking about Ekitike in the short term, but in the long term, you'd hope to be talking about not just Ekitike, but also Isak in the same breath, them two together up front. And Ekitike knows that. I think he's very aware of why he's not getting the attention right now, even though he's doing everything right. It's just the nature of the beast, right? I think that's just that's life, I guess. Guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, come and say hello in the YouTube stream. I'll get your comments on the screen and have your say. Till Sheen, Ekitike will still play, lads. Callan Roberts, I think Salah will leave Jan. Okay, go to 3-5-2, Ekitike. And yeah, I mean, there's never been a better time. Obviously, I don't want Salah to leave, but there's never been a better time for him to leave if he does leave. Next year, I would say. Maybe not January. I'd say next year. He's just signed, but no, you're right. We've not had this much firepower in the team since he's been here at all. Yeah, we've had Mane and Firmino, who some would argue, I mean, I would argue right now we're better than what we've got now. But in terms of depth, in terms of having like 5 or 6 attacking players there who could all fill in, we've never really been stronger. Did Salah win PFA Player of the Year? I'm not actually seeing that. Was that just now? Quality. Do you collect football cards? I don't, mate. I don't collect football cards. What does the statement mean? I'm just going to grab a drink here. Hold on. The statement means, I mean, the key points I would point out, guys. And by the way, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, the easiest way of showing support, I know it takes 2 seconds, and maybe you haven't got 2 seconds, but leave a like on the stream if you please could. That would be, it goes a long way. It really does. We're trying to hit 100 likes every stream, so if you can contribute to getting there in any way, that would make me night. Thank you very much. 100 likes we're going for. So the big talking points, I think, obviously him not turning up. You can't see the mouse, can you? Top 2 paragraphs, or top 3, him not turning up to the ceremony. The second talking point is probably this about him keeping quiet for a long time and people spreading their own crap. That's the second talking point, I guess. I wouldn't worry about the rest. I wouldn't worry, sorry, about the rest of the 4th paragraph. 5th paragraph, some sort of gentleman's agreement in there that's not been kept, promise or something like that. And then the 5th point or 4th point, promises are broken, trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now. And I think the last sentence is pretty, damning's the wrong word, but as a Liverpool fan, right, I'm taking away that last sentence there. And why change is in the best interest of everyone, not just myself. Everyone. Liverpool, Newcastle, Isak. Everyone. That is everyone. They are the 3 parties involved in this. Right? Guys, I really appreciate all the comments coming in. This is crazy. Can someone let me know how many likes we're on? Someone let me know how many likes. Nice shirt. Thank you very much, Ava. Come and get into the stream. Come get in the stream and have your say, everyone. Excuse me. Subscribed and liked, mate. UK. Thank you very much for that. That means a lot, mate. Thank you. You're keeping up with FPL. Yeah, it started all right this year. Done all right. This one's from Cole Gaddy. What do you think happens to Konate if we get Gehi? I think it's fair to say he hasn't had the best start to the season. Konate has been one of our worst players. I think against Bournemouth, actually, he was our worst player. I've got to say, it was a really un-Konate-like game. Very shaky. I mean, for that second goal, what the hell is he doing? Do you know something? And I want to make a bigger, better video about this. I think Gehi starts over Konate. Ryan, Konate, yes. DM backup. Really? What? Gehi plays DM backup? Is that what you meant? I might have not been entirely what you meant. Konate's mediocre. We have 62 likes. 60, right, guys, we need 27 more people to leave a like and we'll smash the target. If you're in the TikTok stream, come and get into the YouTube stream. And also, there's daily Liverpool videos on there, so make sure you're following. I think I've just posted one tonight, to be fair, so go and check that out. Best Liverpool streamer, says Bobby Dull, mate. Thank you very much. What were we talking about then? Yeah, Gehi. Do you know something? Gehi starts over Konate for me. I know that's controversial, maybe. I just don't. I get the argument. Konate's not done enough wrong to be dropped from the team. And I do stand by this. I do think Konate should be given the chance to lose his position. I don't think Gehi's, on paper, a massively better centre-back than Konate. I do think he's better, but I don't think it's that good to get him out the team straight away and to come in and replace him straight away. Slot, in my opinion, what do I know? But if I was Slot, which I'm not, I never will be, I would say, listen, Konate, we've won the league with you. You and Van Dijk, you get along, you play well together. This is your position to lose. You will, even though Gehi's come in, you will start there. If you want to lose it, you lose it. It's on you. And I actually think that will do Konate the world of good in terms of having a backup behind him. Someone like Gay who can come in and take his position. That is almost a bit of a scare factor, right? You're going to be pushed almost into playing well. Konate's never had that at Liverpool. 83 likes, says Calix Bod, mate. Thank you very much. Guys, 17 more people. Smash that like button down below. Come and be a part of the 100 like club. I'm going to call it the 100 like club. Oh my God, that's such a good name. What the hell? A few of the members club in here today. Nice one, guys. Appreciate it. Do you agree with that? Just in the comments now, just put one word in, Gehi or Konate, just surnames, Gehi, Konate. Who would you start for Liverpool if both were available? Let's say Arsenal away, biggest game of the season, midway through, January, I don't know when it is, but stick it in. Or is it away in the third week? Is that not at home? I feel like it's at home. Guys, come and have your say in the YouTube comments. Gehi, Konate, Gehi, Konate, Gehi, Konate. Someone said Gomez. Mate, you've got the wrong end of the stick. Come and have your say, guys, in here. We're going to read the names out with the comments. It's George Scaife LFC, by the way, on YouTube. None of that Twitch nonsense. I'll never be on Twitch. Twitch is crap, mate. So many adverts. None on there. Eliza John 5 says Konate. Interesting. Let me know why you think these things as well, guys. Billy Miller says Gehi. Jared Halligan, Konate. Sean McManus, Konate. A lot more Konate so far. Kev 8319, Konate. Felix says Gehi. Felix Eliasson, is that? Sunday Morning Call Enthusiast. Doesn't matter. Oh, mate. Spurs fan in here. If it's against Arsenal, Konate. Okay, interesting. I think, what's this here? I think Eze is the perfect example of how you handle a transfer. Entirely right. Yeah, that's so commendable. But at the same time with Eze, I know he played against Chelsea and he started, but shouldn't he? That's like the level. That's the norm. That should be what's expected of footballers still employed by a club. Just because Isak's done this thing, it's like he's the rough. I don't know. Ad Smith Films, Gehi definitely Konate can be dodged under pressure. Bradley George not ready. Sorry, I'm not purposely skipping any comments. I do read all the ones I see. Sorry, mate. Endo, mate, you're wrong. Eliza John 5, Gehi. Billy Miller, Konate's been off the mark recently. Maybe having a backup will make him play better. I agree. You look at Bradley and Trent having a backup in there. The other one was pushed into starting because you feel like you're going to lose your position. Do you know what I mean? Knee 52, Joel Matip, please. Not at the club anymore. Just a quick shout out to the donators on the channel. Lewis Farrell earlier with the 199. Jack with the 999, by the way. When it goes that colour, oh my God, you know it's something's all right. And then Tommy with a £2.49, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much, as well as the members in the chat. I do think Gehi also kind of fits what we need, knowing his passing ability is very good as well through the lines and all. That's a fair point. Gehi's better. I do think they're both quite good in progression, but Gehi's a better passer. Konate is very good at running through, I'd say. Konate is not a great distributor. Rhodey's in the chat, one of the members on the stream, long-term subscriber, a long-term member. Hope you're well, mate. Konate, obviously, why did Real Madrid want him off the Gehi? No, that's a fair point. I think maybe Konate's got a better ceiling, a higher ceiling than Gehi. But right now, I really do want Gehi to start. I would start Gehi. I think he's a better player. Would you sell Konate now if you knew he'd leave? Yes. Yes. I would sell Konate now. I entirely would. He's going to go for free. And then you're going to get in a year's time people going, well, why didn't we sell him a year ago at this exact point? Think. Leave a like on the stream, guys, if you are enjoying. I don't blame Isak, though. Newcastle as a club failed. I think they've all failed, to be honest with you. Where am I at? I'm just going to scroll to the end here. Scroll to the end. What changes will you make for the Newcastle game? I won't make many. I'd just make them positionally. I'd bring Gravenberch straight into the team. I've done a video today, in fact, the one problem in our team and how Gravenberch solves it. Gravenberch comes in for Szoboszlai, and you play midfield two, McAllister and Gravenberch. Gravenberch being deeper, in between the back three, well, back two to make a back three. And I think that's the only switch. I don't change anything else. I keep the fullbacks the same. Yeah, they have bad games. I keep it the same, mate. Rody, how do you line up with Isak and Ekitike? I mean, it's one of two things. It's a 4-2-2-2 with Isak and Ekitike up front, Wirtz off the left, Salah off the right, and a midfield two. Or it's Ekitike off the left, which is an interesting proposition, which the more I think about it, the more I don't think it'll happen. But what do I know? Guys, I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are so much and you want to get your thoughts read out, I'm going for every comment, or at least the ones I can read. Come and get your thoughts in here. George Scaife LFC. And thank you guys in the YouTube stream. You mean a lot. Honton, one of the members. Lots of players coming in. The team may need a season to transition. Well, yeah, I mean, the team is needing a transition right now. I mean, that's the biggest problem, right? I've no doubt we'll fit into our shoes, into our mold. We will make it work. But when you've got 5 players coming in, I don't care where they're from. I don't care that Kirkers is going from Prem to Prem. I don't care that Wirtz and Frimpong are best mates and they're coming from the same team. Yeah, the transition's like, all right, but you're still bringing in 5 players. I don't care which team they're coming from. I don't care if they're coming from Mars. The transition, they come from Mars or around the corner. The transition's still going to be rough. So let it sink in. Let time do the talking. That was a good phrase, that. Oh, my word. I'm 100% bookmarking that. Trademarking that, I mean. Sean McManus. Dropping Konate after helping us win a league is disrespectful. Exactly why I'd say to Konate, listen, Gay's coming in now. He might not be much better than you, but I think he is. I wouldn't say that to his face. But I'd say, listen, that's your position, that's to lose, Konate. As you say, he won the league with Van Dijk. Like, he's a very good centre-half, and he's done nothing dramatically wrong. Yeah, he had a bad game against Bournemouth. He had a couple bad games last year. He's done nothing dramatically wrong to be instantly dropped from a team. Hey, they were dropped. It's like, it sounds so much harsh than it is, but can someone tell me what does Konate have for Liverpool? Someone answer Elijah John 5. Cannon Perry, do you think would win the league if Van Dijk didn't play well the whole season? I don't think so, to be honest with you. What are your thoughts on Chiesa news? It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I get it because Ben Doak's gone, right? This one's from Darzo97. The way I see it, Newcastle must have gone back on their word to let him go. Go to Liverpool. I know he's their player. Wrong there. But Newcastle broke a promise. I don't blame Isak for going on strike. I don't know what this promise was. I don't know. I don't think any player should go on strike. If you could only choose one, would you take Isak? I'd take Gay. I made a video yesterday about that. I'd take Gay. Cole, I don't see Konate staying. Think Madrid have them in their basket. I do think Gay's floor is higher, but yeah, no, I agree. That's a really good way of putting it, in my opinion. Gay's going to get you more consistent games, but in maybe 3 years, Konate's going to be going for more money, in my opinion. Do you think Liverpool need Isak? Absolutely. I don't know if we'll get him, but obviously we need him, right? Kirk has got a lot of criticism after he did, but I don't think it was enough to drop him from a game. I mean, it's one game. He was rash. He wants to impress. It was the first game at home under the lights, like in the league. He was trying to make a big mark, and he was going to ground. He was making rash tackles. If he just doesn't do that, I think he'll be all right. I'm not going to lie. I'm worried about this Liverpool game. Okay. Well, yeah, but you're playing Newcastle at a decent time, right? There's a lot going on in the club, obviously, with Isak. They played all right in the first game, certainly first half, but there weren't like loads of great chances, in my opinion. And they've still not got a striker, right? Gordon will be playing up there, I assume. If we don't get Gay, who would you get? I couldn't even give you a name, mate. Sorry, I'm not too clued up on European football. My pick was always Zabani. Zabani obviously went to PSG. I think he would have been a great signing. Are you worried that the match at St James's Park could get ugly and players get injured? No, I don't think it'd be like a personal thing, in my opinion. That game always gets a bit ugly, though. Like, Newcastle have a bit of bastard in midfield. But I think it'd be nothing purposeful, I'd say. Oh, here we go. Bradley Barrett in the know. Here's an ITK for you right now. I've just been informed by someone I know. Nudge, nudge. Someone Bradley knows, guys. Apparently, we're making a last-minute proposal for Isak. City. Mint. Well, that's great. Rohan Patel, hope you're well, mate. How much do you think we're going to end up paying for Isak, and do you think it's worth it? I think we'll pay £130 million, and it's not worth it. I've answered both questions there. I really do believe that. Tarkovsky and Ball, I mean, I don't see what much he could have frigging done, to be honest with you. Would you trade Isak for Van? No, Felix, I wouldn't. I seriously think if we do not improve our defence, we'll not retain the title. Interesting. I see your standpoint. We are very prone to conceding the counter-attack. If we carry on the way we did against Bournemouth, We'll drop a lot of points. Rody, one of the members on the channel, is there any progression on Gehi or Isak currently? Do you know? Well, the Isak progression is the one behind me right now on the statement over there. Gehi one, not so much, but I understand why. Palace have a lot going on right now. Not going to lie, from Leo Benson, I'm worried about this Newcastle game. I just feel the crowd and player are going to be very up for it, but I back Slot to get the players ready for it. Oh, me, no doubt. Of course, I agree. If we don't get Gehi, who would you get? I answered that one. I don't really know. Newcastle game prediction, I think we win. I'll go 2-0. 2-0. When Konate stinks, he stinks. That's a fair point. I don't think Gehi's ever done that. I mean, I've obviously not watched Gehi's every one of his games, but from what I have seen at Palace, he's been very good for England, certainly. In the previous tournament, he was one of our best players. He's our best defender, certainly. But yeah, he's a consistent level Gehi. As someone said before, his floor's higher than Konate's, but Konate's ceiling's probably higher. If we don't get Gehi, I've answered that one 4 times. This one's from Daffy. Is that a Welsh name, I believe? Going on strike while in the middle of a 6-year contract is yes, exactly. It's like, what did you expect? Like, do you want to just sit there for 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is now, and just not get paid? Because they can do that. They won't. But who said Liverpool will win the league? Didn't you just see what we did to Wolves at the weekend? No, mate. City have started really well. Reinders looks great. Haaland started well. He always starts well. No doubt. I just think City's defence isn't unbelievable. I don't think you've got 2 very good centre-backs, in my opinion. I still think you need a right-back as good as Rico Lewis was in that game. Do we need a DM? Yes, I've done a recent video. Literally, my video today is about Gravenberch. I think he's the biggest catalyst that could force a change right now. Can he play the whole season again? Probably not. We saw it last year. He started to decline. We've got players like Bajcetic. We've got players like, Gravenberch and McAllister and Endo, and even Soberslai's played in the 6 against Bilbao, who played all right. Even Jones has played. We've got bodies who could play there. Maybe not to the level of Gravenberch, but we've got players who could fill in. Certainly Endo, right? I think he'll be the main one. And Bajcetic, like that ceiling of his is so high. Wow, 100 likes, guys. Thank you very much. If you've joined the 100 likes club today, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And any more likes on that would be absolutely appreciated. I'm going to leave this goddamn here. Sophia, quickly. Glad he's spoken up so they can stop controlling the narrative. Yeah, that's a fair comment. There's no going back from this. No, I agree with that. I agree. Right, guys, I've really enjoyed the stream. There's been a lot going on so far. Just some quick Ali, sorry, I've missed your comment, mate. Just I'm gonna read out the quick members' comments, and then we're gonna head off for the night. Bradley, no way, brother, from Rody. This one is from 100 likes, mate. Thank you very much. Rody, I think Gehi starts. I think he has handled plenty pressure before, and I think he's ready for a big move. I agree with that. And I really hope Bajcetic gets a full season. Mate, me too as well. Guys, I've really enjoyed the stream. We've been live for about 35 minutes now. Always over 100 people in here, 120 people in here. We've hit 100 likes. If you're watching this on catch up, make sure you leave a like down below as well. It really goes far in supporting the channel. Go watch my recent video regarding Gravenberch and how much of an impact he has on this Liverpool team. Guys, I've really enjoyed today. Thank you very much. And stay tuned for a future live stream. Have a good one, guys. See you later. Bye.